afternoon and welcome to Monday Motivation, which I have actually made on time on a Monday. Go team. Not that I'd ever give myself encouragement. Today I wanted to talk about stress and about what we can do when we are feeling stressed, what stress actually is and what it does in our bodies. So we all know how it feels when we're stressed. We also usually know where stress manifests in our body, because as most of you would know, we can get physical manifestations of an energetic or emotional problem. And so what we end up doing, okay, I just got 2 messages, so I'm trying to navigate whatever this is right now. So what we end up doing is we have these physical manifestations in our body of stuff that's happening externally. And that doesn't sound like fun to me. So what I wanted to talk about was stress and what we can do about it. So stress will often happen when we're carrying over problems from the past into our present day. And that kind of seems a little bit awkward and not something we should probably make a habit of doing, if we're honest. And so what ends up happening is we go to bed stressed about something that happened on that day. It carries over into this day, and then today's got its own stresses, and so we add a few bits more stress on top. And then what do we do next? We kind of go, oh, that's not enough. Let's do some more tomorrow. So we end up kind of becoming like this exploding coffee pot of grossness because we haven't looked after ourselves. So my thing is that if we have high stress, we're not going to be functioning at our normal capacity. So if you want to be functioning in a way that helps you to move forward, then we want to deal with the stress at the time so that we can move forward without that bag of coffee grinds holding us back. I need to move my notes so that I can see the comments. Hello, Natasha. Hello, Tony. Hope you guys are well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for saying hi. I appreciate it. So my number one tip for releasing stress is literally to sit down, and my 2 words that I wrote on my page, my actual physical page, not the Word document, was brain dump. A brain dump in a book, on a page, in the notes on your phone, anywhere like that will help you to get it out of your head. That's number one. That's my number one tip. So if you are going to, the three tips that I have on the Word doc are a little bit different. So stress busting tip number 1. Actually, literally what I have up there is we must be able to dump all of our concerns from the previous day or days and concentrate wholly on our today, right? We want to get rid of the stuff that we can't change. It was in the past. We can't change it. If we've woken up in the morning and we're still stressing about something yesterday, ask yourself, is that something you can control right now, today, in this moment, or in the following moments throughout the day? If the answer is no, you can't control it, then you need to let it go. Sometimes it's not that easy. It is still really important to try and find a way. Okay. Resolve right now to release every thought from yesterday and previous, and be only mindful of the now. This thought, this breath, this moment. What are you doing right now? And that's the thing you focus on. So take 3 very deep breaths and slowly release. And while you're doing that, you feel each and every concern, all of the things that you're stressing about. You breathe in, feel the concerns, feel the problems. And as you kind of continue to focus on the breath, as you breathe it out, I want you to visualize the stuff that you're stressing about going out with it. Because when you focus on the breath, you come out of your headspace, which is where we are when we're stressed. We're all stuck in our head. If we can start to breathe, start to kind of feel the things that we're stressing about, visualize them start to dissolve, and breathe it out. Breathe out the crap. That's a very Funny way to put it, really, isn't it? Breathe in the good stuff, breathe out the crap. You can usually deal with the things you're stressing about at a later time. You don't have to deal with it in the now. But right now, I want people to be aware of their headspace, heart space, reality every moment. If we can be mindful of what we are doing in the moment, like right now, I'm focusing on you guys, yet in the back of my head, I was going, oh, we haven't made lunch for the little guy yet today. Oh, oops, my husband is home. He can take care of it. But that's in the back of my head. And what am I teaching you guys to do right now? Be mindful of what you're trying to do in the moment. So at this moment, I'm going to take a deep breath. And I'm going to allow that thought to go over a waterfall and float away, because right now I can't control that. I can't just get up in the middle of a live feed and go and do lunches. And that's okay. And he's not going to be starved. He had grapes not that long ago. All right, now go to your inner quiet place. Go deep inside to a place where you feel that you are at peace and that you can just relax. And breathe in deeply. And enjoy the feeling of being at one and at peace with yourself. You can use this as an exercise anytime you're feeling like you're totally caught up in your headspace. It's about acting. It's about mindfulness. It's about being aware of where you're at. And looking at the things you're stressing about and saying, you know what, can I control that right now? No, I cannot. Okay, then there is no need for me to be stressing about it. I don't need to be thinking about it. I don't need to be worrying about it, because nothing I'm doing right now is going to fix that. So just use that moment when you're sort of starting to let it go to take some deep breaths and use that time to find your calm, to find your peace, to free your mind of worry and concern, any disappointment, any regret, any anger. Just use that time to break free of that. And go, I cannot control the situation from 20 years ago when, somebody did something and it upset me. Right? I can't control that now. It's in the past. I can't change it. What can I learn from it? I can learn how to control myself better next time. I can learn this. I can learn that. Right? It's about acknowledging your part of things and the things that you can control. Stress busting tip number 2. Next, you think of one particular act, such as rocking a baby or taking a quick walk or raking up leaves, or one simple thing. And while your mind is quiet and calm, and you're in your own special place within, you get to practice the act of quiet and calm every day. And when you practice being quiet and calm, start with a brain dump in the morning if you need to, and look at that list and go, what can I control? What can't I control? What you can't control, you let go. Because usually what we're stressing about is often things that we don't actually have control over. So it's really important just to go, you know what? I can't control that. These parts of it I can control. These are the bits that I will focus on and get my part done. Because once I've done everything I can physically do to make these things happen or to fix these up, then my part is done. And I can sit back and I can go, well, if it doesn't work out, then it wasn't meant to be. Or if it doesn't work out, something better is coming. Or if it doesn't work out, whatever way you do it to make yourself feel better about the outcome, it's about letting go. It's about relinquishing the expectation, and it's about allowing the universe the space to make that thing that you want come to fruition. Practice the act of quiet and calm each day, and you'll start to see that you're accomplishing more and more. At the first sign of being stressed, you go back to the mindfulness. You go back to deep breaths. You go back to going, okay, what am I stressing about? And what can I do to fix that? Or, go into that inner quiet place. You are so welcome. You're clearly coming to me from the group, because the group doesn't let me see who you are if you haven't allowed StreamYard to have access, but that's okay. I'll go into the group later and I'll check and I'll comment. practice until you reach your inner place of calm. So the important thing is that each time you start to feel your stress levels rising, take a step back, take a deep breath. What am I stressing about right now? Visualize what you're stressing about. Watch it float down the river, over a waterfall, and far away, especially if you cannot control it. Stress busting tip number 3, the very best thing you can do for yourself is to eat, drink, and rest for your health. So maybe reaching for the next burger or pizza, or, I am very much about the energy we put into the food that we put into our body. So if you want to have a burger, then you get that burger and you go, oh my God, I can't wait to eat this burger. This burger is going to be delicious. Eat the burger, enjoy the burger. Don't sit there with that food that you're about to eat and go, oh, I'm going to pay for this later. Or, oh my God, this is so bad for me, because that's the energy you're putting into the food that you're about to put into your body. So don't do that. Eileen's health tip number 1. Watch the energy that you're putting into the things that you're nourishing your body with. Remember, the food we put in our mouth is going to nourish our body. Our mind, body, and soul are linked. They work together to create all of this. So you want to be eating, drinking, and resting for optimum health. Stress is easily brought on by not eating and drinking properly, because our body gets out of whack and then our mind gets out of whack. It's not cool. All right. So you want to be eating healthy. You want to be limiting sugar and salt and caffeine and blah, 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 blah. I'm not a dietitian. I'm not a nutritionist. However, logic would suggest that when we are eating the foods that nourish our body most, the body is in good and exercising and movement and all of that, then we start to have our body the way it needs to be. Our mind stays active and strong. And when we get enough rest, we are in a resourceful state, which helps us to stay on track. Take time to breathe properly. When you are stressed and all up in your head, you tend to breathe more shallowly. That's a word, yeah? I didn't just make it up. And when you are less stressed, when you're focusing on mindfulness and being in the moment, because when we're stressing, we're not in the moment. We're either future pacing or looking back, or we're bringing stuff from the past and trying to fit it into our future. Stop doing that. Breathe. Take deep belly breaths. And the more you practice, even looking up breath work exercises on YouTube or on Insight Timer or any of those sorts of things will help you to get your oxygen levels increased, because the whole point of breath work is to slow down your breath and maximize the oxygen input into your body. Other tips to beat stress: laugh. Literally put on something that will make you laugh. Watch your children. They make me laugh. Or watch my children. I'll send videos. My kids are hilarious. Laughter is food for the soul. Spend some time doing the things that you love to do, things that bring enjoyment, things that will lift you up out of your funk. Engage in healthy and fulfilling relationships and work on problems that would erode the closeness. Don't just sort of squash down the problems. We want to work through the problems. All right. When we are content and living a balanced life, our everyday stresses seem to reduce. We are better equipped to deal with the unexpected. You can take control. If you've got a lot of stresses, isolate one and work on one. I call this the power of one, because when we isolate one problem and deal with that problem, then that problem can be packed away. Not just squashed down, but acknowledging, yep, that was a problem for me. Yeah, that made me feel pretty stressed, pretty upset, pretty whatever. All right. Once you start to regain control in your life, things will start to move more smoothly again. But you're not going to move smoothly when you're in the hyped up, stressed state. There we go. Once you start to regain control, you'll start to move forward again. And the pronged hello Hello, other Facebook users and Donna. Hello, Donna. Why are you watching me? No, good for you. I'm grateful. Take control. You get to control what you can control. You can't control other people. You can't control other people's thoughts, words, actions, or reactions. You can control yours. You can control how late you sleep, how late you go to bed. You can control the food you put in your mouth. You can control the amount of movement you get every day. Things you can't control, what other people do. So take control of this. Choose better, think better, do better. You have the power to change your life. You just have to choose differently. Next week, I might talk about procrastination. I'm going to procrastinate on talking about procrastination. Guys, have a really good day. Love yourselves just a little bit more every day. You've got the power to change your life. It starts with a choice. And if you want help to do that, if you need help to break through the stress stuff or get back to that mindful, deep calm, then book in a free call. Free breakthrough coaching call. I can put the link in the comments. Not while I'm live though, because I didn't actually. I can. Hang on, I'm on the computer. You can wait a minute, and I'm gonna sing a silly song. Okay, that's copied. Where are we? Over here. Look at me go. Hey, look at me go. Ta-ha-ha. There it is. It's on my YouTube. It's on my Facebook page. All good. All right. An error occurred. Okay, that's cool. An error occurred. Any questions, any comments before I run away? Waiting a moment. Yay. Comments, thoughts, questions? I shall be back later in the week. I'm going to do Friday freebie session this week will be on. I'm going to set up an event for it because I can't remember right now what it was going to be on. I've spent half my day writing, so that's fun. I'll let you know. Yay, Tony. If you need to book a free coaching call, do it. It's a 45-minute session, completely free, no obligation, all of that jazz. And if there's no times available on that link that I put up, send me a message and I'll send you the alternate link. But no, give it a shot, because most of the time we get stuck in our headspace. We get stressed, we get worried, we get anxious, we get, all of those feelings of not coping. And the biggest thing, the best thing we can do for ourselves in that moment is breathe. Just breathe. And then watch as your body, your physiology changes. The way you feel starts to change as you continue to breathe deeply. It starts to change. Things start to shift. Hello, beautiful. Oh, cool. Public holiday for you. That's nice. That's awesome. All right. You actually caught me just at the end, Stella. So if you are interested in getting some help to break down those stress and get into a better state, then book in a free call. And if you're sitting there going, oh, but I don't want to take up your valuable time, Eileen, that's what it's there for, right? So that's what it's there for. So book a call. I'm more than happy to have a chat. Anything more, like, what did one of my coaches say to me? She said, the conversation about what you can do is free. The implementation, if you need help to implement that, that's not so free. So book the free call. No, that's okay. That's okay. We talked about busting free of your stress. So we're looking at ways to get back into a resourceful state when you're feeling stressed out and not coping with the world. And I should take my own advice when, end of the day when I'm tired and not as resourceful as usual. All right, so book a free call and I will talk to you soon. I'm going to head off and make some lunch before school pickup. All right, guys, I will catch you soon. Have a good day. Love yourselves just a little bit more every day. Bye, guys.